Yo, tell me why I was vibing out to the albums and Floor 555 came on.
Boy, if you don't get
Alright, now let's seriously get into review. So, just for my overall thoughts on the project before we go track for track, I just want to say he definitely improved from his debut, and he was more versatile on this project, which I like because X can be very versatile. On his first album, I thought it lacked a little bit of that, but this track covers, this album covers a lot of things from Spanish, Spanish hip hop and Spanish Caribbean music. Well, not hip hop, but Spanish pop Caribbean music to straight up hip hop bars, and to singing, and to alternative, and to even some hard hardcore kind of hardcore rock stuff. So this album pretty much covers a lot of genres. So just to give you my general thoughts, I was vibing out to the whole album, and it's interesting because in the introduction he's like, "Hey, if you're gonna listen to this album, listen to it with open ears because you're gonna listen to some songs and probably be put back because if you're not familiar or don't listen to this type of music and you listen to it, you're gonna be like, oh, what the hell." And that was me when I listened to Floor 555. I'm not a fan of that track, but I did love tracks 2 through 5. I thought Moonlight is one of my, I know we got in the song before and someone looped the chorus of it and made same thing with Sad. Someone took the chorus and looped it and made it into quote unquote full songs, but they weren't full songs, they were just looped versions of the chorus. But I do love Moonlight so much, and I love Sad as well. I saw a lot of people comparing Sad to EXO Tour Life, and not that they were comparing them, not that they sound similar, but how mainstream they've gotten and what they're touching upon in hip hop. I saw people doing the comparison on that, just not sonically, just how the impact and all that. But Sad and Moonlight definitely two of my favorite tracks from the album as well. Alone Part 3 and The Remedy for Broken Heart is basically XXX singing his heart out over acoustic guitar. So I thought that was pretty nice. Floor 555, not a fan of, to me anyways. I don't really like the screaming, but I know there's people who do enjoy that kind of music, but I just don't. Just for my opinion, cue the "it's just my opinion" Vine.
how do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
So moving down on the album, we have track 7, Numb, which I did enjoy this track. It reminded me of the tracks Alone Part 3 and The Remedy for Broken Heart, just with the guitar. Track 8 is one of my favorite tracks, Infinity 888, featuring Joey Badass. It's purely just bars, and I love that. And they also had the King's Dead freestyle that they did. And Joey and X surprisingly have really good chemistry, and I hope they make more songs together in the future. Track 9, Going Down. The bars on this thing are pretty cringy, not gonna lie, if I'm being honest. The diaper line, oh my, please, I'm the shit, something diaper, terrible. Moving on, 10, Pain Equals Best Friend, featuring Travis Barker. I did enjoy this track. I thought the guitar, it has more, this is definitely a rock song, and I do love the first half of it with the guitars and stuff. And even though I'm not a fan of the whole screaming thing, I think the ending was pretty good. Moving on, we have track 11, $, $, featuring my boy Matt Ox. I still remember when Overwhelming came out and everyone was going crazy about it, because he's basically a kid with fidget spinner rapping. This song, it's pretty catchy. It doesn't have too much substance, but it is pretty catchy. I saw a lot of people shitting on Matt Cox. He is 11, 12, whatever. He's a kid. So I'm gonna refrain from over reviewing it. But moving on, we have track 12, Love Yourself Interlude. Track 13, Smash, featuring P&B Rock. Now the track's okay. I kind of wish they did more of an R&B track, with Changes, how P&B Rock is on there on the bridge. Kind of wish they did a song similar to Changes. Track 14, I don't even speak Spanish. This song is flames. This is definitely a hit, I think. I hope we get a music video to this, because I think this is definitely a hit. Super fire. I didn't expect this to be on the album as well, but this is heat. And I think I should do more of these songs too, because this was heat as well. Moving on, 15, Changes. I love this track, especially just the simple piano in the background with P&B Rock and X harmonizing. I think that was pretty dope. Definitely one of my favorite tracks. Track 16, Hope. This song was for the survival victims of Florida shooting, and I really did enjoy the track. I remember when it dropped prior to the album on SoundCloud. I thought it was really dope. Track 17, Schizophrenia, was okay. And track 18, Before I Close My Eyes, I thought it was a great way to close the album. So overall, solid tracks. Definitely, for my solid album, for my favorite songs, I would definitely say my favorite songs was Moonlight, Sad, Infinity 888, featuring Joey Badass, I Don't Even Speak Spanish, Hope, and Changes. Definitely for my favorite songs. Let me know your favorite tracks. If I had to give the album a score, I would definitely an improvement from his debut. I would say there were just a few tracks I didn't like Floor 555 and Going Down, and if those two and Schizophrenia. So 3. If I don't like 4 or 5 out of 18 tracks, I think that's pretty good. So yeah, solid. Definitely give it a 7.5 to 8. For next album, definitely an improvement from his debut. Definitely more experimental, which I do enjoy. And yeah, definitely makes for not a boring album. Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy the video, and peace out.